One baby sleeps through anything. Another wakes up if you breathe too loud. Same age, same parenting, completely different chaos. So what's going on? Are you doing something wrong? Or did you just lose a biological lottery? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why some babies feel easy and others feel impossible, and the one concept that changes everything. The sensory threshold. Let's start with the basics of how a baby actually feels the world. Some babies are born with what we call a high sensory threshold. You could vacuum under their bassinet and they wouldn't blink. But then there are the others, the ones with a low threshold. For these babies, the tags on their onesies feel like sandpaper, and a slightly too bright room feels like a strobe light. Parents often blame themselves, thinking they haven't socialized the baby enough to noise. But the reality is that their nervous system is simply tuned to a different frequency. Imagine living in a world where every sound is turned up to 11. You'd be a bit difficult too, wouldn't you? A real-life example is the baby who screams the moment they hit the car seat, not because they hate the car, but because the texture of the straps feels overwhelming to their skin. It isn't a behavior problem, it's a processing reality. Your baby isn't giving you a hard time, they are having a hard time. Biological regularity. Some babies come out of the womb with an internal clock that would put a Swiss watchmaker to shame. They eat every 3 hours on the dot and nap like clockwork. We call these predictable babies. Then there are the irregular ones. One day they nap for 2 hours, the next day it's 20 minutes. One morning they're starving at 6, the next they aren't interested until 9. It's completely normal for parents to feel exhausted and chaotic when they can't find a rhythm. You try every schedule in the book, but nothing sticks. Psychologically, this is just a lack of endogenous rhythmicity. It's a biological trait, not a lack of discipline. Think of it like this. Some people are natural planners, and some are go-with-the-flow types. Your baby just happened to be born without a calendar. When you stop fighting for a rigid schedule and start watching for cues instead, the pressure cooker starts to cool down. Approach and withdrawal. Have you ever noticed how some babies reach for every new toy or smile at every stranger, while others bury their faces in your shoulder the moment someone new enters the room? This is the approach versus withdrawal trait. The easy baby is often just a high approach baby. They find novelty exciting. But the baby who withdraws, the one who needs 20 minutes to stop crying at a birthday party, isn't being rude or difficult. They are cautious. From an evolutionary standpoint, this caution kept us safe. This child is simply scanning the environment for threats before they commit. If you have a withdrawer, you might feel embarrassed in social settings, like you have a shy kid. But really, you have a child who is deeply observant. They need a bridge to new experiences, not a shove. Once they feel safe, their engagement is often deeper than the baby who rushed in without thinking. I really appreciate you spending these few minutes with me today. It means a lot to share these insights with parents who are clearly doing the work to understand their kids better. We're about to get into the most important part, the volume knob of emotions and that goodness of fit I mentioned earlier, which is usually the aha moment for most families. Just take a breath. You're doing better than you think. Now, let's look at why some babies just seem louder than everyone else. Intensity of reaction. This is what I call the volume knob trait. Every baby feels hunger, tiredness, and discomfort, but the intensity with which they express those feelings varies wildly. One baby might give a little whimper when they're hungry. Another baby might scream as if the world is ending. As a parent, it's easy to feel like you're constantly in crisis mode when you have a high-intensity baby. You feel judged in public and drained at home. But the psychological truth is that this baby just has a very powerful output system. They aren't more upset than the quiet baby, they are just louder about it. Think about the adults you know. Some are stoic and some are big personalities. It starts in the cradle. A high-intensity baby often grows up to be a passionate, driven adult. They just need you to be their calm anchor while they learn to turn that volume knob down themselves. The goodness of fit. This is the most crucial piece of the puzzle. Easy and difficult are actually relative terms. A difficult baby is often just a baby whose temperament doesn't naturally align with their environment or their parents' own temperament. If you are a person who loves spontaneity and loud music, an irregular and intense baby might actually feel easier to you than a baby who needs a strict, quiet routine. The friction happens when there is a mismatch. If you are a highly structured person and you have a chaotic, irregular baby, you are going to feel like you're failing, but you aren't. You're just learning a language that doesn't come naturally to you yet. The secret isn't changing the baby, and it isn't changing who you are. It's about adjusting the fit. It's acknowledging, okay, my child is high intensity and low adaptability. I need to give them more warnings before we leave the house. When you adjust the environment to meet the biology, the difficulty starts to fade and the personality starts to shine. At the end of the day, please remember that there is no such thing as a perfect parent, and there is certainly no such thing as a perfect baby. You are doing a hard job, and if you're tired, it's because you are giving so much of yourself to bridge the gap for your little one. That is the definition of good enough parenting. If you want to keep exploring these little mysteries of the human mind with me, I'd love for you to subscribe and join our community. It's a long journey, and it's better when we walk it together. I'm curious, what's one trait your baby has that totally surprised you? Tell me in the comments, and let me know what topic you want to see us tackle next. I'll see you in the next one.